What is happening in this art niche of yours, Nicole?
So we put on this whole huge steamroller, large-scale, epic kind of printmaking event, sort of a marathon, as you've seen out there, for our students. So it was originally a student project where we're making blocks that are too large to print in our studio, although we have fantastic facilities, like amazing facilities. These prints are well above and beyond our ability to print. So we rented what's traditionally used as an asphalt paver to print the prints, and we invited, I mean, originally, like I said, it was supposed to be just students, but we've invited alumni students, so a lot of our BFAs who've graduated in the last 10 years are participating. And then we wanted to open it up to the community and the arts community here in Kalamazoo as well. A lot of times, the public doesn't get onto Western's campus so much, and we don't have a space downtown or in the community, so it was a great way to bring in artists from all over.
And you're supposed to get your fingers dirty, aren't you?
I have gotten them quite dirty, and this is after washing them twice, so yeah, this is just life for the next week.
Okay, I'm ready to print make. Where do we start?
Okay, well, we've got a relief block here. We're doing very large-scale printmaking today with blocks that are too big to go on our regular presses. So essentially, people have brought in a variety of substrates to carve. This is plywood, but people are also using MDF. They're using linoleum blocks and other sorts of traditional things. So essentially, with relief blocks, everything you don't want to print, you physically carve away.
You're saying relief?
Relief, like wood block, wood cut, relief.
Yes.
Like it's a relief to be done because it's so much work.
What's your take home, your takeaway from today's activity? What do you want your audience?
No, I think it was just great. I mean, you don't know how this is all going to go out. It's our first time ever doing it. It's a huge enterprise. We've been, planning it for about a year. And so just to watch it work, like that is so satisfying. You know, the prints are being made, the steamroller is working. All of the students are pitching in, and they've been amazing. We have a lot of students who are taking print classes for the first time this semester, and I mean, they've been here 8 hours today. It's been awesome.
Then obviously you put the ink on that each individual sculpting there.
Yeah.
And then the steamroller presses it, right?
Yeah.
And then the removal. What kind of reactions did you see?
Oh, you get a lot of, ooh, I mean, that's the prize. That makes all the rolling and the lifting and, setting everything down just right worth it, is that moment. It's like magic, because the image is reversed from the way that you carve it too. So there's like a moment of recognition for each artist, where they're like, oh yeah, I'm seeing my image the other way for the first time. But you can tell they're, the payoff is there for all that work.
And then you hang it to dry?
Yep, because it's oil-based ink, so it takes a couple of days to dry. So we have a whole hanging system right now. We'll let those sit overnight, and then we'll probably move them up here into these studios tomorrow. Then we have an exhibition in a couple of weeks of the prints, so they should be dry by then. And then we're going to try to shop it around some other, exhibition spaces in the next few months. So what we're doing right now is we're getting ink on the block. This is already black because it's been put through the ringer one time already today, so this is its second print. So essentially the key is to get an even, uniform coating of ink, but we're using a combination of small and kind of large rollers.
Okay.
And this is actually a brayer, but we also have larger rollers that we've been using. So what you're going to be doing
what kind of ink is this?
It's an oil-based relief ink. Yeah, it's specifically for printmaking. We actually had all of our ink donated today by Hanko Ink, which is an ink-making company.
Nice.
So that was awesome. So what you're going to want to do is, this is already full of ink.
Let me watch you do it.
And you're just going to kind of lightly roll back and forth.
Really?
And you want to stay in a fairly small area because you want the ink to go down heavy. You don't want to go way out. And you can sort of see where you've inked. You can see the color change a little.
We don't want these to be inked?
Sometimes the ink gets in there a little bit, but don't worry about it. That has to do with the carving, not with the inking. So yeah, if you want to just take over.
Okay, I'm left-handed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That makes a difference.
All right, so
boom.
Yeah, just back and forth, back and forth. Like you're making a pie or something.
All right,
I don't know.
I've never made a pie.
Me either.
I
assume that's what it's like.
How do I appreciate all this talent that's been done?
I think on on a very basic level, I think that you can look at these blocks and just see the physical effort and labor of love that kind of went into them. Some of these prints obviously took, 100 hours to carve, and you can see that labor. But otherwise, I mean, there's something very specific that happens with relief prints because of, especially in black, where it's very graphic, and so you get these really beautiful graphic kind of high contrast images with a range of marks from really bold to really fine. But because of the large scale and the fact that we're driving a 6,000-pound machine over it, you can't get sort of hairline marks. You have to work a little bit more high contrast, a little bolder.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.